So today's vlog is going to be a little bit different today. It's not going to be entirely about wine. We're going to talk about guilty pleasures. I think we all have them. And here's mine. What is it? You just have to stay tuned. So it's Saturday, and I even though it's Saturday, the weekend, I should be doing a lot of work. But I have problems focusing on Saturdays in the fall. One of my great loves growing up, and even today, was basketball. I played basketball up until I started to go off and do the whole wine thing. But I also played American football in high school. I was not a very good football player, but I think I was much better at basketball. But I do think that football and sports in general are a great analogy for life. Especially American football, there's so many tactics. You got to take advantage of what the defense gives you. On offense, you can try to power through, but sometimes things don't always work out. Then once in a while, you get things absolutely right, everything lines up, and you break through, you make a big play, you play hard. You don't always win on the scoreboard, but at the end of the day, playing in the game is a lot better than just watching from the stands. So I went to school, to college, to university at Michigan State University. Michigan State University has the reputation for being a basketball school, which was awesome. Going to the games, the atmosphere. Football doesn't have as much recent storied history. And during my time in school, we were bad.
They got to get that 12th man off the field. Got it down. Blocked. Scooped up. Buckeyes earn business on the blocked field goal. Touchdown.
Then after I left, we got good.
Mostly celebrating if you're a Spartan for this victory.
Then we got bad again.
Lombardi pressure. Looking to the back of the end zone. In and out of the hands of Matt Dotson.
So I've been living outside the USA for about 11 years now, and one of the few ways that I stay connected to the US is actually through watching Michigan State sports. I have to admit, I spend way too much time reading about recruiting, about what's going on with the team, behind the scenes stuff, and listening to podcasts, listening to the talking heads. I'm a big fan of the Locked On Spartans podcast and the Spartan Speak podcast. So Will, Matt, Graham, Chris, if you're watching, thanks a lot for helping me stay connected. I actually sometimes feel really guilty and terrible when I'm listening to those podcasts because it's time I should be spending on this YouTube channel, creating, writing. I think sports are so funny. We get so passionate about them. We get so locked up about our team, the teams that we follow, even though in the grand scheme of things, that has no real bearing on your everyday life. It's just something nice to talk about. But it's also funny how it keeps you connected to certain things, places, people, and community. There are a few communities as passionate as fans of different sports teams. I know there's a lot more important things going on in the world right now, but I have to admit, with the coronavirus, everything, it looked like Michigan State University, all other Big Ten schools were going to cancel the season until just a few weeks ago. Well, the season started last week.
It's Rutgers and Michigan State.
Maybe the season should have been canceled because it was an awful result.
Rocky Lombardi. Ball is loose. They got him from behind.
Lost to a team that hadn't won in the last 21 league games. Oh, Michigan State football has been pretty bad the last couple of years, but I still watch every game. Sometimes I feel like a masochist. I don't even know why. I watch with a little bit of hoping that things are going to change, but most of the time I end up just like this. So today's a huge day actually for Michigan State fans because this is the annual rivalry game against the University of Michigan. And we are a huge underdog. If you don't watch American football, or sports in general, just know that being a 24, 25 point underdog means that you're probably going to get blown out. The funny thing is I have a call scheduled with some LAs from all over the world, especially USA, toward the end of that game. But things go as everybody predicts. We'll be getting blown out, and then I won't need to worry about losing focus. But anyways, I do have a couple wines lined up just in case we get slaughtered today. First is the Guerila. This is the Retro 2018 Pinella Zelen Ribolla Gialla, and Malvasia Estarska, macerated into a light orange wine, and then in the barrel. I've liked this vintage in the past from the Vipava Valley in Slovenia. Really excited to try that. We also have another one I'm going to open for the sun call. This is the Mestre Daniel 26 Talhas Vinho Tinto from 2019. It's a Vinho d'Italia. It's the only appellation in the world dedicated to amphora making wines in the Alentejo, Portugal. I really like this producer. Really classic, traditional, despite all the beautiful modern labels. I'm excited to get into this wine.
Wolverines and Spartans, here we go from Ann Arbor. High snap handle. Simmons gets through the hole with a burst.
Or maybe Ben Van Summeren.
Lavardi down the sideline. Caught, touchdown Spartans.
That was real!
Haskins runs it. No, he throws it. Tip and incomplete.
So, not too shabby, 24-point underdogs, up 14-10 at half, up 4 points. But what I'm sipping on is the 26 Talhas Mestre Daniels 2019 red Vinho d'Italia, only appellation in the world in southern Portugal dedicated to just amphora winemaking. Blend of Trencadeira, Aragonés, which is Tempranillo, and Tinta Grossa. It actually has a lot of complexity for a wine that doesn't see oak. A lot of black cherry, blackberries, this nice earthiness. My only problem with this, I really like the whites, I think, or the orange wines a little bit more than the reds. The acidity in this wine is really high. Really sharp, could turn off a lot of people. But I don't think the complexity, or sorry, I don't think you can deny the complexity, especially for a wine that doesn't see wood. I mean, I like the whites a little bit better, but yeah, red not bad. Let's see what happens in the second half. See if I didn't waste my day.
Coverage of the corners.
First down and 10 to the 38. Lombardi pump fake, delivers, and caught. Lombardi setting up a screen. He has Hayward. Dives, touchdown, Michigan State.
I tell you, this team fought so hard.
Wow. Sports, man. Just like life. You're going to have peaks and valleys after a terrible performance by my Spartans last week. Big, huge win, 24-point underdogs to come out with the win. I'm just so excited. I don't think I could even taste the Guerila right now because I'll just won't do it justice. Or maybe I'll give it like 100 points. You'll just have to stay tuned to our Best Slovenian Wines We Tasted article. It's coming up soon, within the next month. So I guess it's not, it was my guilty pleasure, but it gave me a whole night of enjoyment, a whole week of enjoyment. I'm going to feel great about myself. That's sports. That's life. Hope you stay safe out there. And I will see you in the next video.
Hello, thanks for watching.
Hey, you made it to the end. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bell so you know when new videos are out. If you like content like this, check out our Patreon page where you get some behind the scenes exclusive content. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Cheers.